Are we ready? Are we ready?
Yes.
This is all the children that ever were and ever will be, speaking through the vessel that is me, the soul that once was the child in need of you, the child who I always carry with me. Let every single word fall upon your heart like a leaf in autumn, like morning dew on your tongue. Taste the sacredness of each and every word, like summer tea, like hibiscus, like rich romance with coffee. Feel each word come into you and set you free. And remember the medicine that you are. This is called Bless You, who set our people free. And we begin. My soul today is in the desert. I am an orphan in the land of my birth. La tierra del encantamiento, Nuevo Mexico. I am in the desert and I am wandering, and I am so alone. I am a child. My skin is burning in the summer sun. I am so thirsty. I pray for water, agua pura. My skin is burning in the summer sun. I grow delirious and I am about to collapse. And then I see you. I see all of you. I see each of you. I see children who have grown to become these grown folk sanctuaries for children. I see you. You have grown to become safe spaces, gardens, greenhouses, shelters, head starts, teachers, caregivers, examples, role models, mentors, hope dealers for children. I see women draped in turquoise and silver shining in that bright sun. You are singing ancestor songs. You dance barefoot on the red dirt. I see men, caballeros, weaving freedom from the strands of agave. I see souls turning the soil, painting the sky in sweat lodges and on Mesa tops. In ceremony, swimming in spirit. I smell piñón roasting and green chile roasting, rojo y verde. I smell fried bread. Give me some fried bread. The aromas send me into a dream, a field of dreams. Dream catcher catches me. I see each of you, your hands in the New Mexican, Arizona clay, shaping traditional Pueblo pottery. It glistens black like obsidian. Indigenous stories dance forth from the pottery. I, orphan child, am the pottery you shape. You call to me. You say, child, come this way. I'm so thirsty. I feel something moving through my body, something electric that feels like lightning in a New Mexican or Arizona storm. In my body, the lightning feels like the spices of togetherness, like belonging, like familia, like home. You keep calling to me, come this way, mijo. I come to you. I am afraid, for I have been so alone. But I feel your love, and it feels like sanctuary, like a place that will not hurt me. Like eyes that see my beauty, like hearts that feel my sacredness. Your love feels like life. I see your own childhood memories dancing above your head right now like a piñata filled with happiness or harm. I come to you. I risk my life as a child. Coming to you, I risk my life again. And I let my life fall into your hands. You open your arms to me. Every time you choose to get up in the morning and do this work, you open your arms to me. This is what you do. I feel the warmth of your heart like a summer sun, and then you carry me. I sleep deep, I wake. You have brought me to a freshwater well in the Arizona desert. You say, drink. I believe in you. I trust you. I dare to open and drink. The prayers of my soul explode inside my body. I have hope. I am new. You, each of you, children who remember childhood, you make all things new. That's the voodoo you do. Don't you forget. A voice like thunder speaks to me. It says, now it is the time for the ones who care for children, for the people, for the pueblo. It is time for my sacred medicine people to remember who they are. And with this thundering commandment rivering through my child soul, I feel everything open and words come through like prayers. And the words, these sweet, sweet medicine words, are for you. You who cradled me in the desert of my childhood, so that I could love you now in the tenderness of your life. And the words like a flash flood racing through the arroyo, desperate, dry arroyo, begin like this. You caretaker, you love maker, you care for all of this. You care for the entire land, for the programs and the buildings and the resources. You care for your work family. You care for your colleagues who care for children. You care for the children and the families and communities. You are the bloom in the neighborhood, the light in the streets, the bringer of medicine and honor and dignity. You make this great miracle, this medicine wheel, this medicine wheel, this medicine wheel go round and round and round to your sacred sound. You care for the imperfect law conceived on a Capitol Hill that becomes imperfect policy, that becomes soulful practice, that in your sweet and loving hands becomes salvation culture. You care for the system and your duties and obligations. You care for the daily clock and your employment and your bills and your health care. You care for your own family and children and country. You care and you care and you care for our humanity. You are a great sponge of caring, absorbing all of our collective hurt and hope and harm and hell and heaven. That's you. All of our moods and feelings and flowings and flowerings, all of our prayers and despair and songs and sorrow, you absorb and internalize and soak into your bones and marrow and blood and body all that we are. All of our aches and yearning and trauma and romance and dreams and daring. The question is, dear soul, what does all this caring cost you? On this great field of dreams, after the ballpark lights have been turned out and the crowd goes home, and your body aches from running in the outfield and sprinting in the infield, and diving for balls and pitching to home plate and swinging with all your might, praying for a home run, praying for that case to resolve itself right. What does all this caring cost you? Ball player? This is the question. And who is keeping count of the toll? And how supported are you by this vast web of life that you care for? How supported are you in caring for you? And who knows the secret hurts you hold and the magical chance for rest and renewal that you are still trying to decipher? And who can share with you all that you feel? And who will walk with you over your tender terrain of heart, your empathic valleys and mourning meadows, MOURNING? You are mourning if you are alive today. Who will walk with you across your morning meadows and tall, towering cliffs of anxiety? And who will reach with you for those light, white clouds of peace you so dearly need? And who will bleed? Who will bleed with you? And who will wail with you when you absolutely have to wail? And who will help you with all the paperwork? The mountains of paperwork that never shrink. Who will release you from being a paper worker so that you can be a soul worker? A midwife, a gardener, a planter of seeds, a harvester, a wisdom keeper, an elder teacher, mentor, guide, listener. Oh, you sweet listener of souls. And who will brew tea for you and pour tea for you and sit with you and sip tea with you? And who will look into your eyes? Who will look into your eyes and see the truth of how you are really doing beneath the surface of the caring replies you give to the question of how you doing? I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good, girl. Who will look into the truth of how you are really doing? You deserve to be loved like that. You deserve to be loved like that. And if you doubt this truth, then it is likely that the child in you never felt worthy of being loved like this. And she, he, they are still alive in you. Who will beckon the child you still are and put a loving arm around the child you still are and hug you until you cry it all out? Who will smile at the pool, no, the lakes of tears that you leave on the floor? And who will recite with you the scroll of all the children you care for, the children who have been lost and the children who have been found? And who will sanctify this work you do and lift it up to the sky of admiration, this work you do? And who will call you noble and treat you and your calling as noble, and whisper in your heart when it hurts that all this that you give yourself to is worth the pain and labor? Who will applaud you? Who will praise you? Who will confirm and affirm and appreciate you? Who will celebrate you? Who will testify on your behalf? Who will cry the unordained essence of all that you have given, the journey you have been on, the fears that they haunt you at night, the nightmares that follow you into your daytime? Who will testify on your behalf and say, I see you? First base, second base, shortstop, third base, catcher, pitcher, outfield, left field, right field, center field, coach, manager, in the dugout. All your roles. I see you mowing the grass, keeping it green. You're working the stadium and keeping it clean. You're out in the parking lot directing the traffic. You are homecoming for our families, Arizona. Who walks with you? We do. We know how great you are. Who Who will kick the jukebox that is your spirit when it will not play your favorite songs anymore? Who will jolt your jukebox into joy? And who will dance with you to the music of your soul? And who will weep? My God, who will weep with you? And who will sit by the fire and tell stories of you? And this mystic, magic, miraculous thing you do, this weaving you do of vulnerable strands of child souls and child hearts and child minds, this sweetgrass weaving you do of dehumanized, marginalized, stigmatized families who only want a crumb of dignity, but who deserve the whole cake of dignity. And who will bake this cake with you, and who will bury themselves with you in the flower of resistance to the status quo and the endless cages of conformity and supremacy and caste and oppression? Who will get all the way dirty with you and spill the milk of bureaucracy all over the kitchen floor and laugh at it and never clean it up? And when they come for the children in families and communities, who will root with you deeper into your faith, into your spiritual earth, into your songs and stories, with glories that begin with love and journey through love and end with love? Who will decide that your leaves of absence shall from this day forward be called leaves of presence, so that you can go and be with yourself and be with your people? Presence so you can remember who you are. Who will love you enough today to sit and write love letters to you and leave them on your desk and post them in the hallways and recite them at the staff meetings and leave them on the window of your car and slide them into your pocket of your jacket? Who will break open their own heart enough to write with the onyx inks of their holy words and say, I just want to say that I love you for who you are and how you persist in this caretaking mist, despite your imperfections, and how you trudge on in service to these nubile lives, despite your fears that you won't get it right, and how you give flight to the kite that is a child, even when your system won't give you any string, any sand of beach to run across and catch the wind, won't give you any wind, ocean, water, any sky so blue and hope so big to drench your doubt in hallelujah waters. Oh, you precious sons and souls and daughters. And I, the child, just want to say today that I love you for doing what you do anyway, every day. And I admire your unbelievable determination to heal yourself from your own childhood wounds and the ways you were abandoned and betrayed and violated and erased and silenced and ridiculed. And yet here you are, still unspooled, unclenched, open-hearted like a rose in spring. And still you sing, and still you serve, and still you advocate. You are the most persistent water I have ever known. The way you drip from trees and leaves and eaves and dry places that have forgotten mercy, mercy, mercy. You are a drought ender, a blender that stirs the silt of complacency. You are a hope dilator, a seer of souls beneath their beaten down identities. You revolutionary rage for freedom. You barefoot dancer, naked of resources, but still rich in passion. You storyteller who leaves behind the hurtful myths and dares new words. You cliffs of awe and wonderment. You levitator of our young drums. You uncelebrated, underappreciated, underestimated warrior of grace. You maple sweetener of a lonely toddler childhood space. I, your spirit child, just want to write this letter today. And I pray it will soothe the bruise that plagues your heart. And I pray my words will caffeinate your morning malaise and energize your weary days and lift the cataract from your years of haze. I am your spirit child now, and I am hugging you with my little tortilla-fed brown body and reassuring you that you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. You take such good care of me now, and it is time that you care for you. I hope you will gather with your child welfare kin here with you today and tomorrow, and conspire with each other on how you can heal not just children and families, but also the very way you do this work. Does it not need healing too? Huh? Can I get an amen? That you do this so that you can heal yourselves. I am your spirit child, and I have come from across the centuries to let you know that your ancestors, la gente, tu pueblo, tus abuelos y abuelas, your grandparents, your people, your predecessors, they are proud of you for the way you die each day and birth yourself again and grow. They tell me stories about how they watch you waver, wander, wonder, but yet always find your way back to the purity of your cause. They applaud you from their world of light. They watch over you as you sleep at night. Can you feel your people in your hearts? Can you feel them? They are crying and singing to you. They are saying, we may have crossed many oceans, rivers, lands, may have endured the harm from hateful hands, picked cotton, cabbage, cane, or corn, or childhood. But as long as you, my child, pick freedom for the people, for the children, for the families, and those who forgot their true power, and we're gonna be all right. Look at you. October 28th, is that what this is? Stop. Look at you. Look at each other. You bold, brilliant, becoming thing. You crystalline lens of sun, starting warming fires for children like me as we shiver in the cold. You are the kindness of legends told. You are our chocolate cake for dinner, our waffles for lunch, our super sheroes and heroes capeless and concentrating your powers on our trembling circumstance. You hypnotic calming trance. You are the breeze that helps us solve our windless quarry and quandary. You lift us up like a great gust lifts up a line of laundry. You escape artists showing us magic tricks. You pull rabbits out of hats, then pull childhood futures out of jeopardy. That's you making it do what it do, regardless of the nonsense coming through. I am pouring out my heart to you because I have seen you go hungry for lack of affirmation, validation, appreciation, and celebration. I have come today with pots of pozole and a ladle the size of language. Please open and let me feed you. Get in line. Your self-care and mutual care muscles are atrophied and emaciated, family. I want you to learn the part of reciprocity that has to do with you letting yourself be blessed. Can you do that today? You don't have to say yes to everyone and everything. No is a superpower too, a spirit that is always loving you. And can you be still? I, the child, can teach you. I've had a lot of time in solitude, and I know a secret, my child welfare friend. Stillness opens doors inside your soul that lets a great black bird called clarity come through. Clarity. Stillness lets you see yourself, maybe for the very first time. Stillness sharpens your discernment tool. It polishes your musical instrument so that when you sing, it sounds like your song and not the notes of conformity. Stillness introduces you to the parts of you that don't get to come out and play in this life of grind. Stillness washes away the voices many that have swamped you all your life and kept you from learning the voice that is your own. You were just a little girl trying to be a good girl, little boy trying to be a good boy. And so you pleased everybody. Stillness is your very own personal throne of rootedness. It's you returning to you. It is a magic wand that turns you into a powerful tree. Stillness can set you free. Today, here we are in the desert, precious ones, beneath this tremendous desert sun, and I have prayers for you. As a spirit child, I have prayers for you. I pray that when bad spirit comes and threatens to break apart the basket that is your dream work, your teamwork, I just combined those. Dream work. When the ill spirit comes and threatens to break apart that basket, you do not panic, despair, or flee. No, you come together even more. You tighten that sweet grass weaving. You burn you some sage and sing some songs and dance like you dance when your heart floods with joy. For only love can lift you up and lift you out and lift you into a brighter story. A legend where children have a chance to grow into tall trees and a better forest than the one we left them. So my precious soul servant, you social worker, SOULCIAL, you social worker, sacred sanctuary for a child like me. I pray this day you can open wide enough and feel deep enough to receive and carry forever my medicine word, our medicine word, which is childhood, which is every child, including you, every child's dream and prayer, which is life, which is you in love, in all this endless, aching, awesome love. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you.